Fado, bhí Colleen ann a bhí teanga dríochta aici.
Long ago, there was a girl who had a magic tongue.
Bhí si an ann aon duine a bhela lena teanga agus leis na scéalta a bhí aici.
She was able to seduce anyone with her magic tongue and the stories she had.
And the stories she had. Shame on you.
Níl sé bhela cosúla gnéasach féin ach cur daoine faoi dríocht.
A sort of bewitching people would probably have been a better word.
Se de gach duine, de gach éas Seán. Tá páistí an seo ceapam.
I'm being chastised.
Arinos, bhí gach duine beagnach in rá léithí ach ní raibh sí sásta leis.
Pretty much everyone was in love with her, but not that way, but she wasn't happy with it. Note how quick I was.
Bhí fónar hí taistil agus áitin eile a eicáil agus scéaltaí eile a clistáil.
She wanted to travel the world and see other places and hear other stories.
Agus mar sin, maidin amháin, nuair bhí an gréin sa spéir, níor sí amach as a teach go ciúin.
So then, one morning, when there was no sun in the sky, she ran out of her house quietly.
Bhí amá her fós in a colour salaba, agus bhí athair ag sromnáil in aice léithí.
Her mum was still asleep and her dad was snoring away beside her.
Ach níor dhúla aine aonrad.
But nobody heard a thing.
Arás léithí go dtí an port, agus dúsáid si a teanga dríochta chun maimílig a bhela.
She legged it back to the local port, the local harbour, as you do, and used her magic tongue to bewitch some sailors.
Okay, Arinos, Arashlo, an Maud, Ligna Marneligi, Mór an Báid.
So, the seafarers let her onto the boat.
Agus Fianna áthas orthaí.
And she was very happy.
Ach, go tubann, tháinig báid eile amach as an ceol.
But suddenly these other boats came out of the mist.
Cad é an focail. Ba Fóglaí mar iad.
Fóglaí mar?
Rinne mé seo.
They were Israeli pirates. Sorry, that was brilliant.
Sinné agus dunsig siad a báid.
And they attacked the boats.
Rinne sí iirecht té I bhuaach an Maud.
She tried to hide on the boat.
Ach, hepper hí.
But failed.
Nuair chunig na fóglaí mar I, dúsáid si a teanga dríochta. Chun scéalta arála.
When the pirates saw her, she used her magic tongue to tell stories and bewitch them.
Agus bhí gach duine faoi dríocht léi.
And everybody was bewitched.
Ach, nuair an captain faoi dríocht léi, mar bhí sé as tír eile.
But the captain, he wasn't bewitched, because he was from another country and couldn't understand her.
Agus dúirt sé, cén fá go bhfuil si bheag tuairt aird an Colleen seo?
And he said, why on earth are you looking after this girl?
Thóg sé amach a scían.
He took out his sword.
Agus chear sé a teanga sa ceann.
And he cut her tongue out of her head.
Dúirt sé, is seach leis na scrábhí eile.
Throw her in with the other slaves.
Nuair a hit siad tír na fóglaí mara, díal an captain an Colleen don fear sever.
When they reached the land of the pirates, the captain sold her to a rich man.
Thóg an fear severí arás go dtí a chaisleán.
The rich man brought her back to his castle.
Agus dúirt bhain an bháisteir sin Cur an Colleen seo struck sa Kishton agus bí si ag obair.
And the rich man's wife said, throw her into the kitchen and put her to work with the others.
Bhí si ag obair sa Kishton feadh míosa agus míosa.
And she was stuck in there working away for months and months.
Ach ní raibh si ag smaoineamh ar aon rud ach a teanga dríochta.
But she couldn't think of anything except her magic tongue.
Maidin amháin, chunig si teanga mucha ar an ward.
This is kind of interesting. How many people understand this? How many people are wondering what on earth she just saw? One day she saw on the table a pig's tongue.
Agus ceap si Báinne an ann é sin a úsáid.
Maybe I can use that.
Cur si é isteach in a béal.
She put it into her mouth.
Ach ní raibh si an ann aon rud rá ach oink oink.
And all she was able to say was,
Bhí anna díomárthaí ach ceap na mucha go raibh si a cainsló.
She was very disappointed, but the pigs were very pleased. They thought she was talking to them.
Agus thusig siad a gairí níos cardúil agus thusig siad a githe níos mó ag fás ráir agus ráir.
And they became much friendlier. They started eating more and they got fatter and fatter.
Maidin eile chunig an Colleen teanga bó ar an mór.
Another morning, she saw a cow's tongue on the table.
Agus ceap si beidir go mbeidh sé sin níos fearr.
And, not the brightest of girls, you can guess.
Chur si an teanga bó isteach in a béal, ach ní raibh si an ann aon rud rá ach moo.
She stuck it in and all she could say was, moo.
Bhí díomán daran uirthi ach ceap na mó go raibh si a cainsló agus thusig siad ag tuairt níos mó bainne don caisleán.
She was again bitterly disappointed, but the cows were very pleased because they thought she was talking to them, and they started, giving more milk to the castle.
Thora an bháiste ara don Colleen agus cheap sé go raibh si ag obair anna bhás a Kishton, mar bhí níos mó feol agus níos mó bainne acu.
The man of the castle looked after her well because he was getting more fatter pigs and more milk.
Dúirt sé léithí, ba féasta gcuin ar an líne, agus ba an rí agus an banrí ann. Bháil an thu a bheith obair ag an féasta seo, is ónóir anna mhuir é.
He told her, we're going to have this big feast, and the king and the queen are going to be there, and I want you to be working there, and that's a massive honour.
Is cum a léithí mar bhí si ag smaoineamh, ní raibh si ag smaoineamh ar aon rud ach a teanga, ach chuaigh si go dtí an féasta ar aonnos.
She didn't really care because all she was really thinking about was her lost tongue, but she went along anyway.
Bhí gach duine ag gcéthe an feol mucha agus ag an bainne agus bhí áthas ar gach duine sa féisteach féin.
Everyone there was eating the lovely pork and drinking the milk, and everyone was having a great time, except her.
Nuair bhí cúpla nóméid aici, sí si in aice leis an tine agus déag si isteach sna lasí.
When she had a few minutes to spare, she sat by the fire and looked into the flames.
Bhí lasí amháin ar píos a aimid agus bhí an cuma ar cosú le teanga.
One of the flames, it looked a bit like, hang on, was it a piece of almond, loose changa?
Bhí an lasa ar píos a aimid.
So one of the flames was on a piece of wood, and it looked like a tongue.
Thóg si amach é, agus chuir si an lasa isteach in a béal.
So she took it out, and she put the flame in her mouth.
Ar dús bhí sé anna te, ach i gceann cúpla cúpla nóid thusig sí a caint.
Do not try this at home.
Cosúis na teanga mucha agus bó. No, Báinne
I'm really eager to hear what she starts saying, so I'm not even going to translate. You got it.
Thusig sí ag rá focail spragúil agus curiach agus scéalta iontach.
She started saying inspirational words and telling wonderful, wonderful stories.
Stop gach duine ag líthe agus thusig siad ag éisteach léithí.
Everyone stopped what they're doing, stopped eating, and started listening to her.
Dúirt Marie, bhaith leat a bheith pósta le na bhac, ba tú de bhanrí agus ba sever an dain agat, ba tú an chalín is tábhachtach sa tíre.
The king said, "Would you like to marry my son? You will have riches and you will be the most important woman in the land."
Ach dúirt sí, is cumlam bhuina rudí sin, ní léon fearr nó severas ag taistáilm.
But she said, "I don't care about those things. I want no man and no riches."
Barlam bheith ag taistil, gáit eile, agus scéaltaí eile chluisteáil.
I'd prefer to be traveling the world and hearing more stories.
Agus bhrálam me teanga dríta a thuirt de gach duine, agus sin arinne sí.
And I'd like to share my magic tongue with everyone.
Agus sin.